Hey there, I saw your video response and I already taken all my makeup off and everything, but I just wanted to make a video anyway because I really like the idea that you brought up. This concept is really interesting to me, so, excuse all this business. Anyway, so this idea that we could maybe, telepathically communicate with people and that we wouldn't need any physicality to communicate and that part of the equation would be taken out completely is really interesting. So on the one hand, I really like the idea because I feel like it removes any preconceived notions you might have about somebody, any prejudices you might have against them for the way they look or how they react, things like that. But I have to say, although it's an interesting concept, and I feel like I've been communicating with people via text, through the internet, for almost, for forever, since I was a wee DBZ role player in middle school. God, wow. That's ridiculous. Anyway, yeah, I've been communicating with these people on text and have no physicality to go off whatsoever. So on that aspect, I think it could be really neat because you kind of build your own image of these people and you don't have, like I said, you don't have any prejudices or any preconceived notions. You're just going off of this logical kind of text. But at the same time, the way people look when they respond to you, the way their face moves, not necessarily their body shape or size or anything about that. It's just the way that they react to the expressions on their face adds so much to communication. I know that some people get distracted when there's cleavage and they couldn't possibly listen, but I just think that that's not worth trading off this idea that we would lose physicality altogether. It is a really neat concept. It's very futuristic and very just very sci-fi to not have any sort of vision whatsoever, to only have our brains to Mewtwo to one another. But I don't know. I just feel like if given the option to telepathically communicate to people and not have any sort of physical picture to go off of, I feel like immediately, just because of the way my brain is wired, as soon as somebody said something to me, I would be building in my head what I thought they looked like anyway. I mean, that might just be because I'm such an avid reader and you have to do that to kind of imagine the story, but I don't think that the way that we are now that we'll ever be able to really remove the physical nature of our conversations. Even if it's not there, we'll build it for ourselves. And furthermore, I wouldn't want to. I mean, sure, there are jerks out there who are going to hate people for the color of their skin or for the way that they look, and are going to have all these preconceived notions of who these people are before they even open their mouth, and that sucks, but it's not worth trading off. For instance, think about when you're talking to somebody and you say something that makes them smile, and just the way that their face lights up when you're talking to them, I just think that adds so much to a conversation. Like you were saying, your friend, you don't even need to know what he looks like to get what he's gonna say because you know someone so well. I just think that you don't need to see someone's face when you know them really well to know how they're feeling, or you can just tell by what they say. But it adds so much more in such a delightful way when you can see that. So yeah, I, first of all, totally appreciate my very first video response, and I totally appreciate you listening to my rant and, giving me your feedback for what you think, and it was really interesting, and I loved the idea of kind of bouncing my ideas off of you, so thanks for the video response, and yeah, cool concept, and I'm glad that we got to talk about it. Okay, bye, man.